and good morning, my fellow trucketeers. My hair's getting a bit unruly. You need a haircut next weekend. Shut the window, shut that up for a minute. So, today is Monday. Not just any Monday, it's Bank Holiday Monday. After Easter and all that. So yesterday was Easter. Had a family banquet in the garden and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's jolly good. Yeah. I'm in work on Bank Holiday, because why not? And it's currently 11:36. I started at 11, but I've had to come up here to go across to collect the trailer. And now I've got to go back to the yard because there's room to put a pump truck on, and they need a pump truck apparently. So, yeah. So, fun times. Yeah, so we got to go back to the yard, get a pump truck put on, and then make our way all the way up to Scotland. Yes, we're going to somewhere sort of east of Glasgow. Is it? No, sorry, west of Glasgow on the coast to go drop a load of furniture off somewhere. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be great fun. So we'll get on and do that as and when. Obviously today being the Monday, the delivery's not meant until tomorrow. So we're going to get on up the road a bit today and then try and get there tomorrow morning at some point. So yeah, it's currently 10 hours 14 minutes from here, but we'll make it work. So back to the yard, get a pump truck, and then get on up the road. See you in a little bit. Alright, pump truck is on, and yeah. Let's turn around. Connor's just parking that truck up there. Back up out the way and get on up the road and fight all the traffic. Because, yeah. Because why not? Why do we not want traffic on a bank holiday weekend? Madness, isn't it? Now, we'll see how we get on. Looks like it's a bit busy around Taunton and that on the M5, but we'll make do. Alright, up the road. 10 hours 22 minutes to destination apparently. So yeah, we will see how we get on, if we can get out of the yard as well, because people don't seem to be wanting to let us out. Because obviously stopping is too much effort. That guy's stopping, good stop. Oh look, this one's stopping. Superb. That's what we like. Thank you very much. Right, let's get on up the road. See you in a bit. See you somewhere. I'll go get fuel. I'm nearly on the red, so yeah. Okay, so we got an interesting one. The front curtain poles come off for some reason. I think someone might not have put it back on properly. So I don't think someone had the top of it put in properly, but where it was done up, it wasn't really, must have missed it. That one's alright. Yeah. Just double check the back ones, but it's funny, I've got like nearly an hour up the road and it's only just come out. Nothing major. Make sure these rear ones tight as well. But yeah. Oh well. I thought something might have broken because sometimes the little bit that the post sits in breaks off. But no, I just don't think someone sat it in the top properly. And yeah. Thing is, it still looks like it's in when it's in. So. Right, so yeah, sometimes even though it looks like it's in, it's not in properly, and you go over a bump or something, or the wing gets in it, it lifts it up, but obviously when it receives recess. But we got an hour's worth of traffic to sit in soon, near Bridgewater. Probably an accident or something. A lot of holiday makers out trying to go home at the moment, so something's not right on the roads today. Just fun, so we're gonna have to go sit in an hour's worth of traffic, I think, somewhere between Taunton and Bristol. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Right, I still need fuel as well. We're pretty much on the red now, but we should have enough to get to Bridgewater at least. I did want to get to Sedgemoor and fill up, but I think the majority of the traffic is around Bridgewater, so I might have to just nip in the services there, because not only does the truck need filling up, I need emptying. So I need a wee. Right, okay, so we're up near Birmingham. Birmingham. Yeah, we're just come up the Franklin services at a 4.5 hour drive. Near enough. Got 12 minutes left. So yeah, we've had a bit of a fight through traffic up until past Bristol. Normally Bristol was about an hour and a half from the yard. With collecting the trailer, that usually adds on about 20 minutes going to get it and then going out the wherever. Can add 10 to 20 minutes depending. So normally Bristol, we'll be past Bristol within 2 hours of leaving the yard. It was like going 3 hours by the time I got there. Normally I can get to Stafford in about 4 hours 10, 4 hours 15 roughly, and we're now at what, 4 hours and something, 4 hours 18, and we're only just coming up to Franklin. Oh no, the engine brake's on. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a mission today so far, just because of the holiday traffic. Obviously everyone's trying to go home, so but everyone all leaves at exactly the same time and then wonders why there's so much traffic. So that on my last day of holiday, I hang around as long as I can and leave as late as possible. Usually don't hit as much traffic, but I don't know, I don't tend to go on holiday the same time as everyone else does. I'm sure when you've all got kids in the school, and obviously I think the fines for taking your kid out of school during term is quite a bit more extortionate now than it used to be, but so I can understand why, but it does make the roads an absolute nightmare. But hey, that's what it is. Right, let's see if we can get a space in here. We need a space because we need a break because we don't have time to get anywhere else. So we'll pull him behind this Owens guy probably. A bit of space. There's space next to him as well, actually, I might. Yeah, this is a lane down there. I'll just get right to the front of this lane. I'll pull to the front and I'll have my 45. I'll probably have my dinner now. I mean, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'll have me leftover lasagna that Elaine's done for me. So we had lasagna the other day and we have leftovers, so that's what I'm going to have. This Amazon guy's got his curtains shut, but I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to eat that. I don't care what anyone says, Elaine does the best lasagna ever. Fun fact, it's the first meal she ever cooked me when I first started seeing her, and it won me over. I've never looked back since. Yeah, so I'm going to scoff that. I'm going to have a 45. And I'm thinking maybe we're stopping at another place in Lancaster, and then that'll leave me about 3 hours 45 to 4 hours to get to the customer in the morning. Or I could carry on to Carlisle and park up. There's a services there that's free, I think, Todd Hill or something, northbound. I'm pretty sure someone said that's free, so I might try and get in there, but by the time I get there it's going to be like nearly 9 o'clock, so it's going to be a bit yeah, so I don't know where we're going to push on to yet. I'll see how I feel by the time I get up to Lancaster. If I stop at Lancaster, it's going to be like, I don't know, it's probably going to be close to 8 o'clock by the time I've had a 45 here, so yeah, we'll figure it out as we go up the road. I'll wait until I start getting tired and be like, that'll do. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. Right, I will eat my food and I will see you a bit later when we're further up the road. Well, we're parked up for the night now. We're in Penrith, so I decided that'll do. So we've done like 7 hours 39 driving for the day. It's currently 10 past 8. I'm just gonna go out and check around the vehicle. Have got a slight issue with the vehicle, nothing major, of course. Purely one of my fancy lights just stopped working. So we'll just get out and have a quick look at it. I don't think there's much I'm going to be able to do. It's just this light here. It's only the front one as well. So I wouldn't even suggest that's the wiring, I reckon. Because a couple of weeks ago, forklift driver hit that, knocked it up. The 2 plastic cups come out of the rubber housing, it's cracked that. It's also cracked down here as well somewhere, right along there I think. Just see it there. So obviously what's happened is taken its toll on that, and it's been a bit funny, but it's only the one light, so I don't know whether it's the board or whatever. That's only started doing it when it started really heavily raining when I was coming past Stoke, I want to say. So yeah, but yeah, we're going to park up here for the night, see how we get on. Not parked up here before, so see how we get on with it. See how peaceful it is and see if we have any issues. So hopefully not, but yeah, everything all looks in order to me. Nothing's obvious, but obviously I'll do a proper check in the morning. But we're going to park up, go relax for a bit, get our head down, probably get on it, I don't know. I just I can get on, it's 5:15 in the morning, so I'll probably do that. So I'm gonna relax for a bit. I'll see you tomorrow. At some point. Probably isn't crossing the border, maybe. I don't know. Right, see you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to Scotland. 3 hours 45 to customer. I'll see you in a bit. Well, how are we getting on? So we are now west of Glasgow. We're pretty much getting on our way. We're on the M8, pretty much where it runs right along the shoreline, so rather beautiful here. Yeah. We're doing okay at the moment. We're about 47 minutes away from customer. Yeah, there's 2 different ways it was going to take us. One way was about 10 miles longer, this way was 10 miles shorter, but took a little bit longer because we had to go past Glasgow because of the traffic and that. But I decided to go this way because why not? But we're pretty much on track to get there for about 10 past 9, 9:15, something like that. So yeah, but we're doing okay. Did start a little bit later this morning than I wanted to. I mean, only about 15 minutes later. I was going to start at 5:15, but it was a bit chilly, so I stuck my night eater on and stayed in bed for about another 10 minutes, and then got up and started at 5:30 instead. So no big deal. Means we can work till 8:30 tonight, which is fine by me. Yeah, so we're going to this place which is called Largs, Largs, I think it was called. So that's where we're going anyway. We're on an A road now. I've got to slow down to 50. There we go. I didn't quite catch the sign that said we're on an A road. Yeah, so we're going to Largs, got to go get this stuff off, and then we got to make our way up towards Inverness, which is where our potato collection is. Well, potato seeds. So we're going to go up towards Inverness to go collect these potato seeds, and then they are going all the way down to Hale and Cornwall. So that's going to be a hell of a journey down. By the time I've got them, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get up there. It's going to take me quite a while to get up there. I don't think I'm going to get down very far from there that I don't know if I'm actually going to make Cornwall by tomorrow. Well, I'll probably make Cornwall tomorrow, but whether I'll get all the way down to do the delivery, I very much doubt it, all the way down the hill. Yeah, so tomorrow could be a day of literally just driving, which would be nice. But it also means it'll be a shorter day because I'll be maxing out my driving time and I won't be doing any work. Oh, that's a lane going to work then. Let's mute my stereo a minute. I'll just turn it off. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, tomorrow could just pretty much be a day of driving. I don't know how it's going to work out, but yeah, we'll figure it out. I reckon it's going to be about I don't know, it's going to be a hell of a drive down. I reckon by the time I got the spots, I reckon it's going to be at least 13 hours, maybe 14 hours down to Cornwall. So yeah. And I don't think I'm going to have time to get 4 hours down tomorrow, today even, because I'm not going to have that much time by the time I get up there, because I'm already nearly 3 hours into my driving time for the day, so I've only got 7 hours after I get to this place on a 10 to, well, not even that, I'm going to have 6.5 hours on a 10 to get up and get the spuds, which I reckon is going to be at least 5 hours from here, 4 to 5 hours from here, to get up and collect them, and then by the time I got them, I'm going to get an hour or two down. So yeah. Yeah, gonna be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. I'll see you in about 45 minutes. We're not quite at the customer yet. We're about 13 minutes away, but look at this. This is stunning. I ain't really set myself up to do like scenic views today, but yeah, absolutely beautiful. I mean, we couldn't really get much closer to sea other than actually being in the sea, so which obviously we don't want to do. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Lovely bit of road. So yeah. Obviously last time I come up to Scotland would have been 2 videos ago for you, was when I was sort of heading back down. Don't know if any of you noticed on that video, part 2 of my Stornoway trip, where I was obviously heading back trying to get back towards the yard. The video was a little bit stuttery. Well, it wasn't really stuttery, but by the time I finished editing it, I'd realised it was set up for 30 frames a second and not 60, so it probably wasn't as smooth as it should have been, which was a bit annoying, but fortunately with DaVinci Resolve, once you start editing at 30 frames a second, you can't change it to 60. It doesn't work like that way. You'd have to redo the whole thing, and around Easter holidays while I was editing that, I wasn't prepared to blow another 2 hours just to have it right. So unfortunately, it's not that I wasn't prepared, I just didn't have the time to do it. So unfortunately it was at 30 frames a second, but luckily it was the second part, not the first part. The first part was the better part anyway, so here's what it is. So yeah, but live and learn. Always double check your settings before you start. Anyway, that's that pretty little bit done. Let's carry on to the customer. Almost there anyway. We'll just cut straight to it. Well, now in Largs, so yeah. I'm only like 5 minutes away from my last film, so nothing's changed. But yeah, what a beautiful little bit of road to drive along. Absolutely stunning. Again, got a nice day to do it. I seem to be lucky with coming up to Scotland on nice days. So yeah, it was pretty rough yesterday on the drive up. It was quite heavy rain in places on the M6 and that, but no, it's been quite lucky today. We'll take it. But yeah, we're just around the corner from the customer, about 6 minutes away, so yeah, not too bad. Yeah, some nice little views. There's an island over there, I don't know what it's called. There was a place further up the road, I can't remember, Inverkip or something like that. It's got like a ferry port that goes across over there, so there's definitely some stuff over on that island there, but what the island is called, I don't know. I'm sure one of you will let me know in the comments. Yeah, I'm in Larg, so whatever the island is that's next to that. Oh, looks like there's a ferry out of here as well. Right. Random car abandoned in the road. There we go. I'm just going to park here. Right. So, I'm going to an old people's home up here, which is number 2 Anthony Road or Lane or something, I don't know. So it's either going to be the first or second house in, depending on how it's numbered. Whether it runs numerically or whether it's odds down one side and evens down the other. Hey, there's a ferry over there as well. Looks like only a small one. I don't know. Okay, we'll take trucks. Oh, it's a separate island there as well. Okay. Definitely a few houses over there. Be nice, isn't it? Have your own little island to live on. A bit secluded from everyone, so it's a bit of a pain if you need anything. Alright, love. I'm just popping to the shop, so I'll see you on Tuesday. Get a little robo out. Italian eatery, eh? Posh way of saying pizza, isn't it? Cumbray. Is that what the place is called? Cumbray? Ah. That must be that little island there then. Not too bad a run up. We've driven for nigh on 3.5 hours now, so we got an hour left on the first 4.5 for the day. Yeah. So once I've got this off, obviously I'm going to need a 45. Depending on how far away the farm is, probably going to need another 45 on the way there. We'll see. See if I can get at least a 15-minute break while they're unloading me anyway. That's the plan anyway. I'll pull my curtains right to the front and just let them unload and do what they got to do. I can just sit in here and twiddle my thumbs for 15 minutes. One of our other drivers came up on Sunday, Easter Sunday, and he unloaded yesterday. Obviously I've come up today. I think Carl's coming up to deliver tomorrow. He's actually on his way up now, but I think he's like left the yard like a couple of hours ago, or an hour ago or so, or something like that. But he'll be delivering tomorrow. So I don't know how many loads are coming up here, but yeah. Furniture made right on the south coast, coming all the way up here to Scotland. Madness, isn't it? All pre-built furniture for an old people's home. Crazy how far stuff travels sometimes, isn't it? But yeah, what a lovely quaint little town this is. Right. This one, next one. Do I just drive down and hope for the best, or do we reverse in, or what? I don't know what the score's going to be. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Let's head on down here. Hopefully there's somewhere to turn around down here. We need number 2, apparently. I don't know. I might stop here and just give them a call and see what's what. Could be them down the bottom. I don't know. There's 18. That's a good start. That's 21, so it must be right down the bottom then. Oh, grind on the curb a little bit there, John. Cool, if it's right down there, an old people's home right on the seafront, that'd be nice for them. Nice little retirement place. Anthony Court. Where is it? That's the question. I'm on the right road. Oh, that's number 3, so I'm wondering if this is number 2 then. Ah, well. That's number 8. Right, I'll give them a call and then I'll figure out exactly where they are. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so that chap there, I spoke to him. He said, it's probably best I go up and around and go along the front. So come out and then go up the next road, which is May Street, I think he said it was. Let's see if we can get ourselves round this corner, turn round. Shouldn't be too difficult. Luckily we're nice and light. Let's go forward a bit and try not to hit that van that's there. Ideal, that'll do. Ree, stay in second truck. I'll keep you in manual. Luckily we're not heavy. There is a weight restriction down May Road, so I'm hoping that's not for the railway bridge, because if it is I won't be able to go that way. Max gross weight, yeah, that's the railway bridge, so I might not be able to do that. Let's have a look. Yeah, weak bridge. So I can't do that one. Maybe down the next road then, John Street, and then come across. Yeah, that might have to be the next way, unless that's got a weight limit as well. And the street looks tiny. I don't know, it might be alright. There's people parked the other side. I'll park up a minute and then I'll give them a call and then figure out exactly where we're going. Right, so we went to go down the next road. Obviously weak bridge, can't do that. Yeah, so I rung up Michael who delivered there yesterday. He's still there, still not unloaded. So he said to come down at Anthony Road, turn right at the bottom and then reverse down the road. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Means I've got to swerve around the tree surgeons and that, but yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do anything out of the ordinary. If that's the way he's already been, then yeah. But he said there's not a lot happening there at the moment, and there seems to be no one there on site to do anything. So literally he's been sat there since yesterday morning, which is annoying. So yeah, looks like I could potentially be sat there. Apparently there's well, no forklift or anything, and yeah, we ain't going to be handballing off however many wardrobes and stuff. And then there's going to be another one of us tomorrow morning, so if they don't get forklift there quick, then they're going to have a whole bunch of trucks sat there waiting, which is not going to make my boss very happy, but that's what it is. Yeah. The thing is, it's not like we're just around the corner, so it's not like a case of just pulling us out. Well done, just overtaking a bike on double whites. Well done, good effort. You are allowed to overtake on double whites when the thing you're overtaking is doing less than 10 mile an hour, but that cyclist definitely wasn't doing 10 mile an hour. Right, there's Michael at the bottom there, and there's high vis. So we'll do the chicane around the tree surgeons and the van. See if we can get around that van. So yeah. I'll take my seatbelt off a minute. So we're going to be manoeuvring. Going to back up towards that pickup there, is he? Because that'd be ideal if he does. That'll give me the room I need. Oh, trees. It's not too low. Tell you what, I wouldn't mind spending the night here. Looks rather peaceful on the seafront.
Hi, buddy.
All right, how's it going?
Good fun, isn't it?
This is the Big Brother house, so please do not swear. So just go up and back up, yeah?
Yeah.
No worries. I'll just keep going back till I hit you. Lovely. Oh, car coming out. Well done. Where we going?
Point is part of the road just here. So
Yeah.
if you want to just pull up on
Just on here.
this side for a minute.
Yeah.
Traffic get by, then walk out and have a look.
Cool, no worries. I'll do that. Smash her up the curb. There we go. Not much else we can do, really. We're stuck here, we're stuck here. There's no forklift on site. Not a lot we can do. Alright. Let's go have a walk down and assess the situation, I guess. But we'll stay here for now. So they found a forklift. There's Michael, he's unloading at the moment. I'm still down there. So we're gonna have to go around that corner at the bottom the same way we come in. So we're gonna have to. So Michael's gonna drive out that way and reverse all the way out, so we can take that corner on his passenger side, because then that'd be the right way around. Yeah. So when he comes out and goes forward that way, I'm gonna reverse all the way down and into where he is, get unloaded, and then he'll then drive out or reverse out and then drive out, because we can't go down the other road because weight limit. So yeah, joys of being a truck driver. So for now, I'm just going to sit there and have some breakfast, I think, because why not? What a beautiful place though. Very, very strong smell of seaweed. we might be in a bit of bother here because we're unloaded now, which is fine, but I need to go left out of here to be able to reverse down the road, and the thing is there's a pickup now in my way, which means I'm not going to be able to do so. Maybe, I don't know. If I can get around tight enough, I might be able to get around him, but I might have to go up on the curb to do so, which is like least of my worries. Get on over. Got the forklift behind me as well, so I've got to be careful with that. There we go, that'll do. Might be able to get around him, maybe. Just whether the trailer can get around him. Might make it. Oh, just gone up on the curb a little bit. I'm not really worried about the grass. Right, let's get my seatbelt on a second. There's a 7.5 tonner coming down at the moment. Luckily I managed to squeeze around this pickup just about. Oh, I was reversing him. Good man. I see what he's doing. Now I just got to make sure I don't hit this pickup. Well, we're done here anyway. And we got 5 hours and 11 minutes to our spud collection. And also we'll be going past the DVSA checkpoint I got pulled into last time. So, will I get pulled in again? Place bets now. We'll see. Hopefully not. But if I do go, well, I am going to be going that way anyway, but I'm going to need to stop in Sterling Services so I can get some fuel or whatever, because I've got just over half a tank now, and that's not going to be enough to get all the way up to the collection and then get all the way back down again. So I'm going to have to get some fuel. Maybe somewhere else, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely out there. Do you want to have a look? Put you over there, look, you can have a look at the view. That's stunning. Seems to be a lot of people down there at the moment for some reason. It's the pensioners parade, I think. A little bit of wall. Oh no, it's kiddies. Oh no, a couple of kiddies, but I think it's mostly pensioners. Right. Okay. There we go. Right, now we've got to get up here. Da, 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 da. Loads of room. Let's go up on the curb a little bit. There we go. I got past it all, not a problem. I'm grinding the curbs a little bit though to get past these vans. Let's get my hazards off. Let's get my window down because it's roasty toasty in there. Let's get we're on 23 degrees on the heating because it was chilly this morning. I don't want that in here now. Let's adjust that a bit. There we go. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. Ugh. Right, let's get back out on this main road. And we'll see if we can get some scenic shots between here and the collection point. We are going to need a break on the way though, because obviously it's more than 5 hours away. And then when I get there, I'm going to have less than an hour and a half of driving left on a 10. So we're not going to get very far back down, but yeah, we'll make do. All right, see you a bit later. Right, so we're on the A96 just coming through Nairn, N-A-I-R-N, however you pronounce that, that's where I am. So we're just coming off the A96 to the A939, and then we're going to go up here to the farm, not too far up here. Michael's still there at the moment, which is nice. Just going to quickly get in front of that car there. Lovely. He's coming this way anyway, ideal. So Michael's already there. He's going to wait there until I'm in before he goes because he needs a break anyway. He's going to get on 2 hours down the road, but definitely not coming off tomorrow. So I'm allowed to stay on the farm. They said they're going to load me if I get there at 6, so I'm going to get there at like 1:45, which is ideal. So we will get loaded tonight, and then I can probably leave there at like, I don't know, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then just fire on south as far as we can. Tomorrow's going to be a day of just driving, which is going to be lovely. Yeah, that's going to be it. So yeah, fun times. It's going to be like a 14-hour journey from here to Hailston. Yeah, that's it, Hailston. So yeah, about 700 and something miles, but we'll plumb that all in when we're there, and we'll figure that all out in a bit. So we are now currently 5 minutes away. Apparently it's nice and straightforward to get in, and then there's a one-way system when we get on the farm. So yeah, all good. Alright. Oh, van coming down it. Come on, pal. Alright. Thanks, Mini. There we go. Past the Skoda. Of course, I can just wait there a second. That'd be great. Or not. Thank you. Close enough. Alright. Let's fly on down here a minute. Oh, it's a John Deere dealership. Nice. Shiny equipment. I don't know who delivered them tractors I collected last time I was up this way, but yeah, someone did. Seem to do a lot of stuff that comes from like Scotland all the way down to Cornwall. But I hear through the grapevine that Scotland is the place to grow seed potatoes. Apparently, I know something about the soil around here is really good for seed potatoes, apparently, so that's where a lot of them come from, apparently. There we go. Learn something new ever so often. I wouldn't say every day anymore. Yeah. Oh, it's taking me a bit of a funny way here, so I'm hoping this road's okay that I'm turning off left now. Hope it's alright anyway. Otherwise we're gonna have trouble. Oh, there's a van coming. Obviously if this is the right way to go in, then this will be the same way I'll be coming out as well, so lovely. So we did get some scenic shots on the way out from where we are at Larg, was it? So we took some scenic shots up there, and then we left it as we went up most of the A9, and then I took some sort of near the top of the A9 towards Inverness. So I took a little bit of scenery, not too much. I mean, I could film for hours along there, yeah. There's like a 100-mile stretch between Perth and Inverness, so yeah, a lot of opportunity to film, but you'd end up with hours and hours of footage. So we had a break at Stirling, which was nice. So I managed to get some fuel, and also had a 15-minute break, and also managed to get the toilet, which was nice. Second right, apparently. Right, let's get down here. Yeah, so that was quite nice. And then we carried on up the M9, jumped onto the A9, and then we had a break sort of most of the way up there, and then we had about 2 hours left to go after that, so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all, really. We absolutely smashed it up here, but we are now on 8 hours 53 minutes driving, so I don't really want to. I'm going to spend the night here because if I leave here, I'm not going to find anywhere decent to stop within an hour. So yeah, I'd rather not do that if we can. So we're going to stay here for the night and then just get on early in the morning and fire on south as far as we can. I guess we're going to get south of Bristol tomorrow, I reckon. That's what I reckon. I mean, Houston's quite a long way down, so yeah, I don't know. We'll sort of play it by ear tomorrow and we'll do what we can. We'll stay within a 9 today, and that way we got a 10 for tomorrow and a 10 for Thursday or Friday, whenever we might need another one. Hopefully not. But yeah, can't go wrong really. I like to think we've done well, especially if we do get loaded here as well. This is pretty. Like going in a Sleepy Hollow, isn't it? Don't hit the trees, John. Don't hit the trees. That must be up there. So Michael's up there somewhere. That must be him there. It's like I'm following him. Oh, alright.
Go around, you see shed 4.
Yeah.
Door 4, just put it on the angle towards the door.
Yep.
They may do it tonight. They're supposed to be there for another 10 minutes.
Cool, no worries.
They've got 2 forklifts there, they attack both sides. So
Cool, get it done, no time, yeah, good stuff.
You get all around and see what they do.
Alright, cheers. Have a good one. Take it easy. Cool, good stuff. Hopefully then we'll get loaded tonight. I'd like to get loaded tonight, because if not, that might mean I might not get unloaded till sort of Friday, because obviously I might end up getting there too late on the Thursday. So I'll get around to shed 4, store 4. Was it here he said? On the angle. Take it as what he meant. So we'll stop here and then see if we get unloaded. Oh, sorry, loaded. Right, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so apparently I'm not allowed to stay here for the night. It's fine, it is what it is. There was a bit of miscommunication between Michael and one of the, I want to say, Polish forklift drivers. I think they thought he meant that I can have a break here, not a overnight stay. Anyway, he rang the boss man of the place, and he said no, because they had a foreign truck stay here a couple of years back, and apparently they robbed some stuff. So obviously I'm not going to do that, because I'm not a horrible person. But he doesn't know me from Larry, and it's a case of one person's ruined it for everyone. So that's fair enough, it is what it is. I can't complain with him, that's his rules. You know, it's a case of one person's done it, so don't let anyone else stay to make that happen again. So it is what it is. So I'm not really too worried. I said to him, do you know anywhere nearby that's reasonable to stay? And he said there's a little industrial estate, or a little business park near the Sainsbury's in Neon. Neon, I think he said it was. So I'm going to go head there, I'm going to go park up. Tiny bit frustrating, because it means I'm going to go over a 13 now by not much. But it is what it is, so we can't really complain. Yeah, I'm literally going to go over by, according to this, I'm going to go over by 4 minutes. It's going to be a little bit more than that, because I've just done it to the entrance of the business park, not the not the where I'm actually parking up. So I'm going to go down there and try and look for a space. Hopefully at 6:30 there is somewhere for me to park up. So we'll try our best. And if not, we'll run into our last hour of driving as much as we can to... That's another point, because I'm going to be using a 10 now as well. So in 2 minutes I'll be into a 10-hour drive. So yeah, it's a good thing I wasn't like at the end of my 10, because yeah, I mean I would have begged and pleaded with him, but I was like, please, I've got no time left. But yeah, never mind. The important thing is we are loaded and we are ready to go. Once we park up, I'll plumb in the destination, and then we'll figure out how many hours and how many miles it's going to be, and roughly what time we might get there Thursday. I mean, we could get there really early Thursday, because if I'm just going to do a 10-hour drive tomorrow, that's only going to be a 12-hour day. So if I do a 12-hour day and then have 11 off, yeah. So if we say I start at 4 o'clock tomorrow and I run a 10-hour drive, which will generally be about 12 hours in a day, then minivan van, stopping up there, or are you coming down this way? I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, that means I'll be parked up by 4 o'clock, which means if I have 11 hours off from 4 o'clock, that means I can start at 3 o'clock the following morning. Means I could get to the farm really early, but I don't think I want to get there that early. I don't know, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We will plan the day as we go. Check this out. Oh, you're actually telling me to go right out of here. So is that good? Is that acceptable? Can we do that? Taking me there and through there. I think to play it safe, I will go the way I came in. So I'll go left out of here. I'll play it safe. Go the way I know. Yeah. Yeah. Fun and games, isn't it? Absolute fun and games. Around it. We're all good. Hi, car. You appeared from nowhere. Unfortunately, I'm heavy and slow. Right, we'll leave it here for a minute. I'll see you when I'm parked up. Right, we're parked up. Where did I go? Just down the road a little bit, literally. That road there runs up there, literally leads up to where I turn out from. So yeah, this first little lay-by I come to, sod it, parking here. There should be quiet enough here for the night, so it's a very sort of quietish road, so I can't imagine I'm going to be bothered too much during the night. So yeah, we'll take this one just because it's here and it's available. And yeah, I've gone into a 10-hour drive by 3 minutes, and I've gone into a 15 by I think 2 minutes, so which is annoying, but it is what it is. I'm still going to book an extra 15 minutes because I've still got to do my paperwork and whatever. But yeah, alright, let's plumb this in. So we are going to TR that drive. So we will see. That is, it's a hell of a drive. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Going from the top to the bottom, 14 hours and 7 minutes, 724 miles. So I reckon tomorrow we're gonna get maybe Clevedon, I reckon. Let's drive there. See what that says. Obviously this is all dependent on traffic tomorrow as well. 8:44 AM. 10 hours 43, so we're not even going to make Clevedon. So maybe, I don't know, what's an hour up from there roughly? Tewkesbury maybe? Maybe Tewkesbury. we'll see. We will see. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get some food, gonna get my head down, and then we'll start all again at 4 o'clock in the morning. See you tomorrow. Well, hello and good morning. On to the next day. It's Wednesday, the 23rd of April. That's the one. So we had a pretty good night's sleep where we were. We didn't fall asleep until later than expected. I was busy editing a video for you lot, and it got to about 8:30. I thought I'd better go to bed. So I got into bed and then couldn't fall asleep and whatever. I got to about 9:15, so I changed my alarm from 3:45 to 4:45. So I got up and started my day at 5 o'clock rather than 4 o'clock. So we left an hour later, no big deal, doesn't really matter. Just means I'll be stopping an hour later, but it's not really going to make too much difference, I don't think. So we are on, literally just pulled on the M74, and we're pulling into the first services here because yeah, our first 4.5 hours is nearly up. Wow, I say first 4.5. We've done 3 hours and 51 minutes, but we got roadworks coming up, and the next service is 21 miles away, and I don't want to be in a situation where I'm starting to run out of time before I get to the next services. So I've decided to pull in here, which is fine by me. So we'll have I've had a 15-minute break on the A9 already this morning, but I'm gonna have a half-hour break here now. So yeah, pull up alongside Malcolm Logistics here. Maybe the other side of him. Do need to try and grab a shower today at some point because I haven't had a chance yet. There's not really any actual marked out bays here, is there? It's kind of a bit of a free-for-all. Just park wherever and hope for the best. Yeah, so yeah, we had a good night's sleep. We've had a good run down so far. Haven't really been held up at all. There's been a couple of bits of road work. Oh, excuse me. But nothing too major, so we're doing well. So it's currently 9:24. So we've been going, well, we've been working for 4 hours and 24 minutes, so we're doing alright, so we'll have this break. I'll get on down the road. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I reckon I'm going to get to Tewkesbury. I reckon that's going to be the realistic sort of option for tonight, I think. So we'll try and aim for that. I can't imagine that'd be too far off. Let's have a quick look. There we go. Right. There we go. Right.
Recording started.
Let's have a look ski. Places. Parking. Tewkesbury. There we go. See where we end up. Not there, hopefully. So as long as we're within 6 hours and 5 minutes from here, so it should be doable to get to Tewkesbury because we've done 3 hours 52. And depending on traffic, might be able to make up a bit of time, but we'll see on that. If we do come up short, then I might just chip off and go to Redditch, as that's a little bit closer. It's a little bit out the way, but it's also closer. So 6 hours and 5 minutes is going to get us there, which is going to put us on 9 hours 57 effectively. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a push, but we'll see how we get on. Obviously I need a half-hour break now, so that'll be 4 o'clock plus another 45, so that'll be about 4:45 we'll be looking at stopping for the night, depending on how I work my breaks out. So alright, let's relax here for a bit. I'll see you a little bit later. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little bit further. We're now 6 hours and 44 minutes driving into our day. It's now 10 to 1 in the afternoon, and we're going to stop for another break. We're going to have a 45 here and have a shower, so we're going to put into the Lancaster services because that's as far as we've got so far. We've still got an hour and 38 minutes on this 4.5 to go, but I might as well have a 45 now because then that leaves us 3 hours to then get the Tewkesbury. So we'll smash that out in one go. But I want to go in here and get ourselves a little bit more refreshed. So yeah. Hopefully they've got nice showers here. That's sort of like the main thing I'm after, really. So yeah, I don't think I've ever actually been in here before. Not that I can remember anyway. So hopefully it looks pretty busy in here, which is not a good sign. I mean, I could carry on to another one, I suppose, but if we can get a space, we'll get a space. If not, then, well, we won't. And then I'll cancel this bit of video and then film a bit later on. Right, what's this guy doing? Just waiting for another truck to pull out. Tell you what, actually, looks like you're pulling to the back of the spaces here, so I might go around this way and do that. Space there. Solid, yeah, let's do that. If I can get in. Right there. Trailer's gonna swing over his trailer. You're not open to get in here, are you, pal? There we go. Back up a bit. Right, we've got a space. Let's have a 45, go get a shower. See if they do key fuels there. I've just knocked my phone. Because then I can top up my fuel. I'm not desperate for fuel too much, but if I can get some I will. Yeah, we're doing alright so far. We're doing alright. Hopefully it stays like that. Right. Oh. See you in a bit. Lancaster services showers, not that great. This one here is for people that are exhibitionists because the door doesn't lock. You can't lock it, so anyone can walk in. And this one leaks all down the bottom. Pull the door shut properly. Everything ends up in the puddle. Not ideal. Obviously broken. The only thing going through it is it's relatively clean. You have to be really skinny to be able to close the door. So if you're any larger than me, you ain't gonna get the door shut unless you stand it in the shower. And also the shower head's pointing directly at the door. So anyone who knows these sorts of showers, you have to stand in there and get blasted by cold water for a few minutes before it warms up. Otherwise, everything gets wet. Yeah, need to up their game here. Oh yeah, also, there is a fold down chair there, but when that's folded down, you can only open up the shower door halfway. Not very well thought through. And for some reason, 2 toilets in it. There's toilets like next door. Surely you could have another shower block there at least. Come on. I don't think I'll come here again. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, the lights in there, they're on a sensor. So when you're in the shower, the main shower area, the lights will turn off, but you should have a little light in the shower, which is good. But the sensor in the shower bit itself can't actually detect you while you're showering. So if you're in there for more than 5 minutes, you'll then plunge in the darkness until you open a door and wave your arms around. Oh dear. At least I'm clean, that's the main thing. Wasn't dreadful, but could be a lot better. Right, so we left the services after the shower. Whichever one it was, Lancaster, yeah, whatever it was. We fired on down south, we went into Kiel and got some fuel. Everything's going fine. And of course, out of the entire journey, it's where the M5 and M6 meet that screws me up. So I would have been about 3 or 4 minutes over a 10 if I carried on to Tewkesbury, maybe a little bit more by the time I parked up. So we've given up on that idea and we're now going to Redditch. So we're going a little bit out of our way to now park up somewhere. Just going to give us time to park up, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm going to be there a little bit on the early side, so there's going to be a few cars about, which could be a pain. I could sit up for about 10 minutes and wait for them to all leave, because yeah, I'm going to want to park somewhere in particular. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. Bit frustrating. I don't want to say anything about the quality of driving around Birmingham, but the areas that the traffic builds up sort of speaks for itself already. Yeah. Ah well, that's what it is. But hey, we'll get parked up in time. So I'm going to carry on. I'll go get parked up. I'll see you when I'm done. Right, so we've made it to Redditch. Still got to do paperwork. So it's what, 10 to 5 now. We're on 9 hours 50, so we can't do much more. We wouldn't have made Tewkesbury, would have been over by a few minutes, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. So gonna sort of sit up here. I'll probably have an 11 off because I've only worked 12 hours, so there's no point wasting a 15. I could use a 15 tomorrow. I'll do me some breaded chicken goujons in my air fryer. I don't know how long they take. Probably far longer than my boss would like me to run the engine, but here's what it is. Got some chips and that to go with it as well, so we'll do that. Yeah, so hell of a run. I don't know how many miles we've done. I could probably figure it out. It shows on there, obviously I'll say in mileage, but it is kilometerage. Oh, 593,322. So that's going to be 764 kilometres. So I go, hey Google, what's 764 kilometres in miles?
164 kilometres is 474.728 miles.
So nearest makes no difference, 475 miles, so we've done a fair amount today. So not the most I've done in a 10-hour drive, but you know, we've done well. Right, I'll see you tomorrow at some point. Yeah, I'll probably see you when I'm going for my break at some point. So yeah, we're gonna probably start at 4 in the morning and get on. So yeah, actually while we're here, 2 seconds, we'll just plumb in destination. That one there. Yeah, that's it. Drive. Yeah. So we should have about 5 hours and 12 minutes still. Christ. Yeah, that's because we're in Redditch, and if we went to Tewkesbury, that would have been less. Quite a bit less. Yeah. So we've still got a 5-hour drive to go tomorrow to get to the customer, so won't be doing much more tomorrow. So yeah. Alright, see you tomorrow. Hello and good morning! On to our 4th day, Thursday, 20 something. Whatever day it was. 24th, that's the one. So we're now down by Exeter, as Exeter just about to join the A30 from the M5. Yeah. Now, we're about 2 hours and 15 minutes behind where I wanted to be originally. I'll explain. So obviously that little bit of traffic I hit last night meant I couldn't make Tewkesbury, so I then went off to another parking area I know in Redditch, which is fairly safe. Yeah, I could have parked somewhere close to the M5, but then I would have risked fuel nicked or curtain cut, because it's not the safest area around there. Let's be honest. So I went off to one of my other parking areas I know. There is one in Kidderminster I know, but you get no signal there whatsoever. So if I was having a 9 off, then I would have parked there. whatever, you know, I would have stopped, eaten, gone to bed. But because I had an 11 off, I wanted to actually enjoy having a little bit of internet and playing some games or whatever. So playing this new game at the moment, which is quite fun. Anyway, yeah, so played that, went to bed. So because I went off to Redditch instead of Tewkesbury, it took me 45 minutes this morning to get back down towards Tewkesbury, so I've lost 45 minutes there already. But not only that, I was going to start at 4 o'clock this morning. I mean, my alarm went off when it should have done, but my body was like, yeah, nah. And I proceeded to sleep for a further hour and 20 minutes and got woken up by someone closing their doors next to the business I parked to, because they normally come at about 5ish, 5:15. So I woke up at 20 past 5 rather than 3:45, so yeah, we was obviously a bit tired and then we wanted to be. I went to bed at a reasonable time. Again, I didn't fall asleep straight away, which was annoying, but it is what it is. So I should have been coming down here at like 10 to 7, not like 3 minutes past 9. But oh well, never mind. So, and we could have made the customer in one go rather than needing the 45 to get there, so we're still within our first 4.5 hours driving. We're 3 hours in nearly. So, yeah. So yeah, fun times. We're a little bit behind. Also, if you do like gaming and you like listening to things about gaming, there's a particular podcast I listen to. They recently gave me a shout out on that because the host on it's been playing American Truck Simulator. So I sort of said, you know, I used to play Euro Truck Simulator a lot until I started doing it as a job. So since then, I sort of, because I'm on their Discord chat, so I sort of said, I don't play it so much anymore these days because, well, I live it, so I don't have any need to play Euro Truck Simulator. Though I do occasionally dip into American Truck Simulator because it's just that little bit different, but still not something I go on that often. But anyway, they gave me a shout out this week, so if you want to listen to a podcast that's about gaming, and it's probably my favourite podcast, I've been listening to them for about about 13, 14 years. Yeah, 14 years this year, yeah. So, 360 Gamercast, check them out. Host on it's called Webby, nice chap. They have their own opinions about games and that. So, it's kind of a way for me to get my gaming fix, because I don't game as much as I used to. So, that's that, but yeah. But yeah, we're going to carry on. We're still 2 hours and 12 minutes away from the customer, but we're going to stop at Cornwall services, because we'll get there on about 4 hours 15 minutes driving. We're going to have a half-hour break there and then we'll continue on. So we should get the customer about 12 o'clock. No, about 11:45 even. So yeah, I assume Michael's probably already there, because I think he was only about 2 hours away when he parked up last night, because even he didn't make it. He only got down as far as somewhere along here on the A30 near Exeter. So yeah. Right, I'll stop rabbiting on. I'll see you in a bit. Right, there we go. We have had our break at Cornwall services. That's our first 4.5. Pretty much done. Oh, you let me go. Thank you very much. Yeah, so it's our first 4.5 pretty much done. 4 hours 15, something like that, or near enough. Near as makes no difference. So we've given the customer a call and we're on our way to go do the potatoes. We're an hour away from them, so we'll go straight there, go straight in. Yeah, and get them off. Lovely stuff. And then when we leave there, we'll end the video, because I think it's probably long enough at this point. Considering it's stretched over 4 days. Okay, 2 of the days was pretty much just driving, but it is what it is, isn't it? See what we can make out of it. Hopefully a good one. It's definitely been quite the journey down this way anyway. Right, see you in a bit. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have nearly arrived the second customer of the week, technically. Second delivery of the week. So yeah, we absolutely flown down. We passed Michael on the way up. He said he got here, well, he started a bit late as well this morning. He didn't fancy starting too early because he would have been here really early, but he said they're quite busy on the farm, so yeah, he's been there for a little while. So, oh well, it's all fun and games, isn't it? So hopefully I'm not going to be sat there as long as he's been, but we'll see, because I've got my next job after this already. I've got to go to Main Carns and go collect a load of concrete blocks. Thank you very much, sir, for letting me through. Yeah, so of course they don't load after 3:30, so I'll have to try and get these off and get there as quickly as possible, because they're about 40 odd minutes away from here. So yeah, we'll have to see how quickly we can get out of here. I don't want to be sat here for 2 hours if we can help it, but you know, it is what it is. So we got to go in here and go on the weighbridge. I've not been on the weighbridge here before because I've not had to, or I've been told before not to, but I'm going to go on the weighbridge. The guy said he might not be in the weighbridge, so if not, take a picture of the weight and then he'll work everything out from there. I'm like, okay. So yeah. I guess I'm going to say we're going to be about 43,500. $43,300 to $43,500. I reckon. I guess. See how close I am. There we go. Move over a little bit more. There we go. Thank you. Lovely. Right, a couple more corners and then we're there. I mean, if they are busy, it gives me time to get all the straps off at least. They're not sat there waiting for me, so that's one thing. But we'll figure it out. See how busy they are, see how quickly they want their seeds. Be interesting to know how many truckloads of potatoes one truckload of seeds will give you. I know you can go quite a few potatoes from one, but yeah, would be interesting. Okay, a right turn just around this corner here. Oh, if you stay there a minute, because I want to go around that tree there. Thank you. Needless to say, my folder's going to be very light with paperwork this week. Alright, which entrance is the weighbridge? This one here, isn't it? Yeah, that's it there. Let's get on that then. Cool. Oh, I got reverse off this, have we? Are we going to get on it? I assume I was going to hit the landing legs then, but apparently not. Right, what do we guess of the weight? Right, just wait till we stop jiggling around. Hey, he's not in there. 43,360. Pretty much bang on what I said. So we'll take that. So 43.3 to 43.5, so yeah, that will do. Alright, hopefully I'm gonna. Can't really spin around here, can I? There's not enough room, so I'll probably back off, to be fair. If we just go in the same trajectory as we came in, then we should be alright. The thing is, we have pulled on quite straight. God, that's quite steep, isn't it? Christ. Don't want to hit the gate, but I'm gonna if I carry on like that. Don't want to do. There we go. Should miss it now. Oh, quite a wobble on the trailer then. There we go. I think we're all good. Almost in the bank there. Alright. Let's pull up over here, get these curtains open, get these straps off, and get unloaded. There we go. Alright, see you in a little bit. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we are unloaded, we are done, and I think this video has definitely run its course now. So there we go, 2 deliveries and 1 collection over 4 days. So fun times, eh? Now we just got to try and skew ourselves out of here. It's got a lot of people walking down there. I would like to have my head out the window, but it's rather dusty out there and my exhaust blows up all the dust. Maybe I should ask if I can have a stack exhaust on it and stop that from happening then. That's why people generally have stacks. Not because they look cool. I mean, people do have them just because they look cool, but it's to stop dust being blown up everywhere. Usually. There There we go. We'll be alright with that. We are on correct trajectory. Right. Let's get ourselves up round it. Not quite. There we go. I can see that other car now. Lovely jubbly. Let's do the window up a minute. Let's put me mid lift up, John, so we don't wheel spin everywhere. There we go, lovely stuff. Rather dusty now. I can blow dust everywhere. There we go. It's not too bad now. We can do the window down now because we're moving faster than the dust cloud. Oh, and there's a tractor. Let's move over this way a minute. Let him come through. Is he coming down this way? Yeah. Cool. Let him come through. Good man. Alright, let's get ourselves out of here. That didn't take too long, to be fair. And we'll be at main con till 1:30, so all good, all good. But you don't need to worry about that because we're going to end the video in a minute. So yeah, it was a hell of a run. I don't know how many miles we've done. I'll try and work it out and I'll put it up on the screen because I haven't worked it out yet. And yeah, oh, hi van. That's really not helpful. Yeah, if you could back up, that'd be great. I'll let you know which way I'm going. That'll be superb. Yeah, so I'll put the mileage up on the screen of what I've covered. There we go, that's what I've done. Yeah. And now we're going to make our way to collect some blocks and then take them wherever my boss wants me to take them. So yeah. So fun times indeed. Indeed. Very fun times. We do like a Scotland run. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you nothing, and the more you like the video, the more it'll push it out to more people. If you just waited down there, that would have been much better. But no, you had to keep coming forwards, didn't you? Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything, and then you get to see my fantastic content when it was released. Also, share the video with somebody you think might like it, and leave a comment. Yes. Seem to be doing a lot of Scotland trips at the moment. So, of course, every time I do one, I'll film it. Sometimes. Not always, maybe. I think there's been like 2 I haven't filmed. Maybe 3. But, yeah. Alright. Just take it easy. Look after yourselves. Drive safely. Thanks for trucking around with Jono. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!